Marc with the Fantasy Knockout Fantasy Football Show. Today is Friday, August 25th. You follow the show on social media at Fantasy Knockout. Make sure to subscribe whatever platform you're on. Please leave that rating review. Really helps me out. And I got a goal this year, 1,000 subscribers for YouTube. Let's get that, Marc. I'm excited for today's show. We have the mock draft, so I'll show you my thought process, why I select guys where I do, and we'll go from there. Quick question though, have you guys signed up to become a Knockout member? If you do, you'll get access to overall flex rankings, draft cheat sheets, a trade chart, and priority questions and answers. Head over to the website fantasyknockout.com and do that there. Let's talk some news.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the news.
News with views. All right, so running back Jonathan Taylor of the Indianapolis Colts. So the Colts have finally given Taylor until next Tuesday to find a suitable trade partner. He wants out of Indy. They said okay to see if he can work something out. We'll see. The reports right now says 6 teams have spoken to the Colts about it. 2 of them have extended then a trade offer. Miami was one of them. Not sure exactly what was offered yet. So it's going to be an interesting weekend to follow that. Running back James Cook from Buffalo. The Bills OC Ken Dorsey said Cook has improved as a pass blocker this summer. So that's, there's just one thing coaches like, and that's a running back who's ready and willing to block for their quarterback. So that's just another tick up for James Cook, who was my guy. Wide receiver DJ Chark from Carolina, he could miss time with a hamstring injury, so this is not good news. I was hopeful he would emerge as like the main wide receiver there in Carolina. Doesn't look like he's going to do so to start the year. Running back Khalil Herbert out of Chicago. His head coach Matt Eberflus says Herbert hasn't done anything to lose the job as it pertains to the team starting running back role. Okay, a little double negative there. So he's the number one guy as of now. We'll see. Taylor could be an interesting option there if they reach out to the Colts. So we'll see. But as right now, Herbert is the main guy for Chicago. Quarterback Sam Darnold for San Francisco. He's been named the backup quarterback to Brock Purdy for the Niners. Looks like Lance is kind of going to be the odd man out. We'll see if they'll try to shop him now. Then two more things. Wide receiver Corey Davis from the Jets. He announced his retirement from the NFL, so that's one less body there in New York as a receiving option. Still love Garrett Wilson there in New York. And then a little bit of sad news here is wide receiver Jerry Jeudy from Denver. He was carted off the field with an apparent hamstring injury. We don't know the severity of that yet. Hasn't come out. We assume once the MRI comes out, probably Monday, we'll know more there. But the reports right now say that he's expected to miss, quote, several weeks. So hopefully it's only 3 to 4 weeks. Maybe week 1's in jeopardy. But this is going to give tight end Greg Dulcich a bump up there. Sutton and Marvin Mims are going to be the receivers there. But I like Greg Dulcich as an option.
Main event.
All right, the main event, the mock draft. Here we go. We're going to use the Fantasy Pros mock draft simulator. We're going to do half point PPR, 12 teams. We're going to snake it around. We'll hit randomize real quick. And we got let's do it one more time. I don't want to do it first or second. Come on, let's go later. Later. There we go. 8th spot. Nice. Something different. We were 4th last time, I believe. Still same roster settings. So 1 quarterback, 2 receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex, 5 bench, no kickers, and 1 defense. And we're going to come down here. We're going to use Yahoo pre-draft rankings, Yahoo Sports ADP. And here we go. No clock. We're starting. Start your draft. There it goes. It's loading. All right, so let's go to the draft board. This first guy off was Justin Jefferson. Not a surprise there. Typically, it's like CMC. Jefferson, CMC, and Chase were the first 3 off. That's going to be typical in most drafts, in my opinion. Austin Eckler went next, then Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, and Travis Kelce. I was going to try something new to see if he was available. I probably would have gone Kelce, but this makes it really, really easy for me. Let's go to the cheat sheet here. They have their own cheat sheet set up. You can upload your own rankings into that, which is kind of cool. So they have I'm going to display my roster there on the left. Bijan Robinson, Nick Chubb, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, Pat Mahomes are the first guys available. I'm going to go Bijan Robinson here. I haven't had too many opportunities to get him this year, so I want to see what it's like with him in my build. So we're going to go ahead and draft Bijan with my first pick. I think he's going to have a lot of opportunity as well. So we'll go back to the draft board. Nick Chubb went next, Saquon Barkley, Tony Pollard, then Stephon Diggs to finish out that first round. Jonathan Taylor went in the second round with the first pick. My opinion, that's too high. I'm not taking Taylor first, second round. I'll think about it third round, but probably pass. I just gonna be off Taylor this year. I'm lower on him anyways. If he stays in Indy and if he gets traded, I don't know if I even want to mess with that. He's great value or great player, but I'm just off of him no matter what. Derrick Henry went next, then Pat Mahomes and CeeDee Lamb. So let's go to the cheat sheet. Running backs available is Josh Jacobs, Ramondre Stevenson, Joe Mixon, Najee Harris, Jahmyr Gibbs. Quarterbacks, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts. A little too rich for me in the second round. I'd like to see if one of those guys is there maybe in the third. A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Adams are all there in the second. We could go tight end in Mark Andrews. I'd rather wait for the third round, maybe fourth round for him. So I'm probably going to go receiver here. We're going to go A.J. Brown. Love his talent. Think he's just an explosive guy. So we'll go A.J. Brown. So we're going to kick it off with Bijan and A.J. Let's go back to the draft board here. Devontae Adams went next. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Josh Jacobs, Jalen Waddle, Najee Harris, and Chris Olave. So we missed out on one of my guys, Olave. That's about right where he's going. End of second round, beginning third. Then Stevenson to start the third. Stevenson, ETN, Breece Hall, Devontae Smith, Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, and Jalen Hurts. So guess what? We had a quarterback slip to us. So that's going to make it real easy. Typically, I like to wait on my quarterbacks. I'd like to wait to the 5th, 6th round and go with like a Herbert or Fields or one of those guys. But Josh Allen in the third, to me, that's a no-brainer. We're going to go ahead and take him there. Boom. That's done. Let's go back to the draft board, read off who went out the third round. So we went Josh Allen. T. Higgins went next, then Mark Andrews, pretty typical there, late third. Jahmyr Gibbs, DK Metcalf to finish the third. I'm sorry. Lamar Jackson started the fourth round. Amari Cooper, Ken Walker, and J.K. Dobbins. So we have our quarterback, which is nice. So we're gonna wait on tight end now. We'll probably go a little bit later tight end, see if maybe Waller, maybe in that 7th round ish, is the idea, or we'll just punt and go Greg Dulcich with the news of Jerry Jeudy going down. He might get more opportunities. So let's go to the cheat sheet, see what's available. You got Miles Sanders, Alexander Madison, Dameon Pierce for your running backs. We got Calvin Ridley, Keenan Allen, Deebo Samuel, and DJ Moore. I'm going to go to the pick predictor. It's one of the cool tools. It kind of gives you a percentage of what the algorithm thinks is going to come back to you. I want to see if we can get DJ Moore, but I also want to go Keenan Allen here. So we're going to go double receiver. So we'll go Keenan Allen. We'll see if Moore can slip back to us. If not, we'll go running back. So we went Allen in the 4th round. I like the value there. Then Deebo went next. Cam Akers, Jerry Jeudy, Calvin Ridley, TJ Hawkinson, Tyler Lockett, and Miles Sanders to finish off that 4th round. To start the 5th was Alexander Madison, Terry McLaurin, Dameon Pierce, James Conner, Joe Burrow, Drake London, another guy that I would like to get in the 5th round. He went right before us. And Isaiah Pacheco. Guess what? I was hoping for DJ Moore. He is there. So let's look at the cheat sheet. We could go Rashad White or James Cook. Let's see if Cook can maybe come back. So we'll go Moore and then Cook here and see if that will work. So let's select Moore. Bam. So we got our flex guy. So we'll do a quick roster breakdown. Josh Allen's our quarterback. Bijan Robinson's our starting running back. We need another running back as well. We have A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen, and DJ Moore. And Moore is in our flex. So I like that going forward. Start right now. So to finish the 5th round, David Montgomery went next. DeAndre Hopkins, good value for Hopkins there in the 5th, 6th round. Brandon Ayuk, another good guy. I would have liked to see if maybe he was there in that 6th round. Then George Kittle, Dalvin Cook to start the 6th round. Justin Fields, Alvin Kamara, and Kyle Pitts. A little too rich for my blood for Kyle Pitts there in the 6th. I'd maybe like to see him another round later. But Fields, I think, is a great value there in the 6th. And guess what? Rashad White, James Cook, Javonte Williams are all on the board still. I'm going to go. Actually, I'm going to pivot. I'm going to go Javonte Williams right now. I think maybe he can have. I really like Javonte too. Nope, let's stick with my guy. We'll go James Cook. Even though I have Josh Allen, I'll go James Cook as well. We'll go both running backs for the Buffalo Bills, right? Okay, so we take James Cook, and then to finish the 6th round, Chris Godwin, Dallas Goedert, Javonte Williams, Trevor Lawrence, Christian Watson, Justin Herbert, Darren Waller. Waller didn't slip to us in the 7th, was hopeful. Herbert and Lawrence are good values there. And then to start the 7th was Deshaun Watson, Rashad White. The 49ers defense went in the 7th round, way too early for a defense. We wait till almost our last pick. Don't do that. Just don't take your defense early. You're going to end up swapping them out anyways. So Deontay Johnson, that's good value. Mike Williams, Daniel Jones, and DeAndre Swift. So now it's the 7th round. Let's read off our roster real quick. Josh Allen is our quarterback. Bijan Robinson, James Cook are our running backs. A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen are our 2 starting receivers. Our flex right now is DJ Moore. We don't have a bench or a tight end yet, so we're going to look at those options now. Quarterbacks available, not that we need them, is Dak Prescott and Tua Tagovailoa. We probably not going to draft a backup quarterback anyways. Running backs is Khalil Herbert, Antonio Gibson, Brian Robinson, A.J. Dillon, Samaje Perine, Zach Charbonnet. We can wait. Christian Kirk, Marquise Brown, Mike Evans, Michael Pittman, Jahan Dotson are the receivers there. Let's see where Dotson might go. So if we have to go Dotson, we can. Tight ends are Evan Ingram, Pat Freiermuth, David Njoku, Dalton Schultz, Tyler Higbee, Chig, Cole Kmet. So we can wait, see if maybe Freiermuth, one more round for Freiermuth maybe. So I would like to go one of my guys, or I don't know, should we go Evans or Dotson? You know what, let's go Dotson. I'm just super high on Dotson this year. So we'll go Dotson here and see if, Pat Freiermuth is available still. So we could go Muth in this round. And actually, we could probably wait another round, I think. So let's look at the draft board. So we went Dotson. Dak Prescott went next. Michael Pittman, Mike Evans. Bummer, was hopeful he would slip. Christian Kirk. Then the Dallas Cowboys, Marquise Brown, the Eagles, and Gabe Davis to start the 8th round. So it's the 8th round. We have one receiver back up. Let's look at running back. Fill up some of these running backs. We got Khalil Herbert, Antonio Gibson, Brian Robinson, A.J. Dillon, Samaje Perine. You know what? Let's go Herbert. I think he's going to have an opportunity there. We were talking about him a little bit today. He is got the nod from his coach. So we'll go Herbert as our first backup running back. And I'm not paying attention to the bye weeks. Kind of looking at it right now. Herbert and DJ Moore, yes, on the same team. I'm aware. Both 13th week bye week with Josh Allen, James Cook. We'll figure that out later on. We're going to probably trade, move guys around. So that's not super important to me. It might be a minute detail if it's a tiebreaker for you between maybe Gibson and Khalil Herbert. You could have gone Gibson instead. Oh well, no big deal for me. All right, Bills went next. Then A.J. Dillon, Cortland Sutton, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Tua Pickens, and Jordan Addison to finish the 8th round. To start the 9th was Antonio Gibson, Treylon Burks, Brian Robinson, Elijah Moore, Samaje Perine, Jamal Williams, and Rashad Penny. We have, 5 more picks to go. We still need a tight end and its starting defense. We're going to wait a little bit on the defense, and we need 3 more backups. So let's go at least 1 more running back and probably 2 more receivers to load up. And let's check out the cheat sheet. Pick predictor. It's probably the time to take Pat Freiermuth. We could go Zach Charbonnet, Brandon Cooks, Zay Flowers. You know what? Let's go our tight end. Let's just pull the trigger there and see if, Flowers, Cooks, or Charbonnet are available in the next round. So we'll draft our tight end in the Muth, one of my guys that I like as well. Gainwell went next. Like his upside this year. Brandon Cooks, Rashad Bateman, Damian Harris to finish off the 9th. Zach Charbonnet to start the 10th round. Evan Ingram, Michael Thomas, Nico Collins. So guess what? Zay Flowers is there. We will go ahead and take Zay. And Ezekiel Elliott, Elijah Mitchell, David Njoku, Chiga Kwanko, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Tyler Higbee, and Jerick McKinnon to finish off the 10th. To start the 11th round was Juju, Tyler Algier, Devin Singletary, Devon Achane, Raheem Mostert, Sky Moore, and Chuba Hubbard. Let's see what running backs are available. We got Jeff Wilson, Jalen Warren, Tank Bigsby, Roshan Johnson, Kendre Miller. Let's see what the pick predictor says. It says a lot of these running backs are going to go. Of my favorite, I like Jalen Warren and Tank Bigsby. Let's go Bigsby, just because I think he has the highest upside to start right away, or to get that flex value right to start the year. You know what I mean? So we'll go Bigsby as a backup running back. So right now, let's read the roster real quick. Quarterback is Josh Allen. Running backs are Bijan Robinson and James Cook. Backup running backs is Khalil Herbert and Tank Bigsby. So we got 4 running backs right now. Receivers are A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen. In the flex is DJ Moore. And then we have Jahan Dotson, who we could flex as well, and Zay Flowers. I'm loving the value of our receivers. Our tight end is Pat Freiermuth. We have, 2 more picks. We need a defense and another bench. So let's read off after our pick of Tank Bigsby: Jeff Wilson, Devontae Foreman, Jalen Warren. Bummer. I was hoping maybe he slipped. I like Kendre Miller, who went next as well. They finished off the 11th. Odell Beckham, Zamir White, Gus Edwards, and Geno Smith to start the 12th. So let's look at the cheat sheets. If we want to go defense, we could go defense here. Maybe get a little bit higher one with the Jets or the Patriots or the Ravens. Or we could just wait and take the New Orleans Saints, who I think is a great... what is it? What's the term? They're not on people's radar right now, but I love their schedule to start the season. They don't play many tough quarterbacks. I think their division is pretty weak. I think they can have a solid start to the year, kind of surprise some people. But we'll go with the Jets here. We'll just go with them, and then we'll figure out running back, quarterback, maybe a backup quarterback, or running back or receiver, who's the best player for our last pick. So we hit Jets, Kadarius Toney, Anthony Richardson, Roshan Johnson, Jerome Ford, Michael Gallup, Jacoby Myers, and Kirk Cousins to finish that 12th round. To start the 13th is a bunch of defenses: Patriots, Broncos, Aaron Rodgers, Baltimore Ravens, the Chiefs, the Bengals, Deuce Vaughn. So let's look at top players. If we want to go to quarterback, we got Goff, Wilson, Carr. Gonna pass. Don't need them as a backup. Can pick them up if a streamer on the bye week for Josh Allen, right? Tight end, we could go Dalton Schultz, Cole Kmet, Kincaid, or Greg Dulcich. We got Freiermuth, the Muth. Don't need any of those. Don't clog up the bench with those onesie positions if you don't need to. Receivers: Quentin Johnson, Alan Lazard, Romeo Doubs, Darnell Mooney, Tyler Boyd, Jameson Williams, who's suspended. We're not going to draft him because you don't want to clog up your bench. So we got running backs is Tajay Spears, Cordero Patterson, Josh Kelly, Chase Edmonds, Michael Carter, Kareem Hunt, Kyron Williams. So let's just see who's got the highest upside right now, receiver-wise, to start. Not loving anybody, really. I guess since it's, 2 weeks before we have, this is the last weekend of the preseason, let's just go Kareem Hunt, see if maybe he can land on a team and become an option. Maybe the Colts trade Taylor and pick up Hunt. Who knows? Maybe he signs with Minnesota. We don't know. So we'll just take him with our last pick. And guess what? To start the season, if he's nowhere or we don't like where it is, he's the first droppable player. And we'll just go after the first, high upside waiver wire target week 1. We'll go for them and we'll move on from Hunt. If Hunt lands, great. High upside there. So we'll draft him. And let's see. Gave us an A-. We got a 91 out of 100. Solid score there. Let's hit the projected standings. Breaks it down a little bit more. Going to some draft analysis right now. We are the second overall team. We got 905. The top guy was 930, so not bad. Let's go to their starters. We're right there in the middle. We're the 5th team for our starters, projected standings. Our bench is solid. We have the second best bench. We can go to expert opinions, and it can show you what experts liked your draft, what experts didn't like your draft. And we can go to the steals reaches. This is one I like as a tool to help you understand how to get value in your drafts. So let's go to our team. Right now we're on steals. We didn't get any steals in the draft, which is like 2 rounds later or earlier than they should go. Let's go to value picks, would be one round. So DJ Moore was a value pick, so yay there. Zay Flowers is another value pick, yay there. Let's see if we screwed up and took somebody a little too early. So slight reach. No slight reaches, so that's fantastic. So we didn't reach on anybody by 1 round. did we do a reach on 2 rounds? And no, we did not. So that's good. It's a good grade to show you, like I said, the value there. Pick analysis. This can show you where you could swap different people to get better points, to get a better score. So like we could have gone Josh Jacobs in the 2nd round and Quentin Johnson in the 13th round. Instead of we went A.J. Brown and Kareem Hunt, and it would have given us another 73 points for our overall score. I like our roster. I love how we got plenty of receivers depth. We got some solid backup running backs. We'll go to team strengths. This is going to give you a little pie chart here. Quarterback, we have the 2nd best quarterback grade there. We have the 6th out of the league. We have the 6th best starting running backs. And we have the 5th best backup running back, so right there in the middle, fine. That's fine. Receivers, we have the 7th best ranked starting receivers and the 6th best backup receivers. But I like them. I think our guys can exceed the value and exceed the projections this year. Our tight end is there in the 9th. I think the Muth is a solid one. Our flex, we're in the 7th and 5th with the bench, and our defense is 6th. So we're a solid team. I like our team, though. So we'll go to draft board, and we'll show you the team one more time. So our quarterback is Josh Allen. Our starting running backs are Bijan Robinson and James Cook. Our starting wide receivers are A.J. Brown, Keenan Allen, and D.J. Moore. In the flex, our tight end is the Muth. Our defense was the Jets. Our bench, Jahan Dotson receivers, Zay Flowers receivers. Love their values. We went Khalil Herbert, Tank Bigsby, and Kareem Hunt as backup running backs. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. The next show is going to be draft do's and don'ts. Please leave a rating and review. It really helps me out. All right. Till next time. See ya.